Here we are at Walmart, starting off episode 32 of the hunt the same way we ended episode 31 by finding a couple Chet Boxkarrs. Guys, these are going to be golden eggs for 2025. If you find one of these, you should definitely pick it up if you're interested in Chet, because they are going to fly off the shelves. But besides that, this Walmart is pretty bad. I haven't been here in a while. They do still have some older items like a Color Changers Jeff Corvette and the Blinker Hauler and this 2-pack. Haven't seen much of that at all, but they don't even have like any new singles from what I could tell, unless they stash them somewhere else. But these two haulers are big time finds. So yeah, they had a couple half-case peas over there, but there was like a bazillion people. I didn't want to freak them out, so just showed you guys silently. But yeah, that's kind of nice. I just don't know why they hide them all the way at the back of the store instead of putting them out on the actual pegs here, but they are kind of clogged with the NASCAR singles, I guess. Here we are at Target, and wow, we got the new GRC Francesco Bernoulli color changer. Haven't found him at all yet. JW, another one to complete my Case R findings, because if you saw the last episode of the hunt, I found everything from Case R except for him at that Meijer. Let's see what else they have from Case R. Maybe a Chris Freightman, maybe a Cayenne. I'd go for a Cayenne for sure, but it does look like it's a little picked over. But fortunately, oh my God, so many Lee Races still at the store. That's almost like 3 years old at this point. A couple of Eugenes, or Ernie's I should say. Some decently new 2-packs here. This is pretty good, pretty well stocked. Just a little picked over on the singles, but we'll take it. So we're here at Target, and they have remnants of Case S, as seen by the GRC Raoul, and nothing really else. But guess what I found, guys? Guess what I found out on a little cart? A full Case R. So yeah, we're going to unbox Case R right here on camera, slightly discreetly, but also we're going to dive in and yeah, get ourselves another JW and that Cayenne that I was talking about. Yes, please. Man, this feels so good. I did unbox this on my channel a couple weeks ago, probably more than that now actually, but I pick Remember Sarge. Don't really care for Jonathan Wrenchworths. What else we got here? A couple Tokyo Mayor characters, Komodo and Cayenne. McQueen with the Rust-eze sign. Here we have Christina Wieland. So now it's pretty evident what's in the half case of R at Walmart and what's not. Cayenne, JW, Chris Freightman, those are not in the half case, but we know GRC Jackson and Christina and Pick Remember Sarge all are. Speaking of Chris Freightman, though, he should be in here somewhere. Probably. Yep, there we go. So really great case, honestly. This is a phenomenal case. You got Cave Mater in there as well, which is a nice find. So yeah, pretty excited about this. And yeah, another excellent find here at Target after thinking it was probably a bust in the remnants of Case S. Here we are at another Target that is nowhere, not even in the same stratosphere as that last one. I mean, all these cars are like 3 years old. I mean, I like Derek Williams a lot, and Lee Race, he's kind of cool, but like the fact they have so many of them here, and it's been so long, and then now Rodat Marker has joined the squad with Maypillar to Rev and a variety of Gearson Marshalls here on different cards too. It's just disgusting. Nothing else to offer as well over here. We're here at a Target I barely ever come to, and they have a fresh Case Q. Didn't really look like that when I walked up because only a couple pegs had cars on them, but yeah, I mean, My Name's Not Chuck is here. You have GRC Francesco and Dexter down there, and Mario over here. Obviously the two big hitters up front, but you have Mater with sign as well. So yeah, a little bit back in time. We've been so used to finding Case R and S, but I'm cool with it. I'm not upset about it, but Case H in March of 2025. I mean, this case was supposed to be out in July of last year. I don't see really anything else of note. No Jason Road Key, no Komodo. The Case R action is out and about in full. Here we have some more JW, Cave Meijer, McQueen with Sign, Christina Whelan, Ernie, Kyandi, maybe a Chris Freightman if we're lucky. He's maybe the best from the case, even though he's a re-release. So he's probably gone. Yeah, he's probably gone, unfortunately. Oh no, let's go. What a huge win. So I think that's pretty much a full case then, according to my calculations. Awesome. So this Meijer has sucked for months, and well, look, I found a fresh sealed case back on the pallet, snuck it off. Let's do a little unboxing. Unboxing a lot of sealed cases in this episode of The Hunt, which is crazy. And I also haven't seen anyone find Case S at Meijer. This is a first, because, you know, we saw Case R, obviously, but Case S is a whole nother animal, though. But I don't know. I feel like Case R might overall be better. You got Chris Freightman and some other really good re-releases. This case is fully supported by Jonathan and Acer. I like Ramon, but Raul doesn't really do anything for anyone after his 2-pack release. And the Meijer with the working toe hook is in here, but still nothing too great. Hey, some nice piston cut racer action, though. And Cryptid Buster McQueen's pretty good. But that's awesome to find and scour here at Meijer. I also saw a Case W of color changers on the pallet back there. We'll see what that's about. Real quick, I'll check the contents. If it's nothing, I won't bother with it. Don't want to press my luck trying to pilfer cases off pallets here. Don't want to get banned from Meijer. So I'm on a little road trip and found myself in Wisconsin here, and also at a Walmart that kind of sucks. It appears they only have NASCAR singles in terms of their car selection, and unless they have the brand new Chase Racer, which I highly doubt, and they don't, this is pretty tough to look at. Don't even see a spot for haulers. It's a weird Walmart. They have the Hot Wheels section like in the corner here. It's very, very strange, but yeah, I guess that's what happens when you go outside the territory. Things get weird. Wisconsin just has no respect for cars. I mean, this selection's even worse, it feels like. I don't know. I mean, they're pretty much the same, but holy cow, they don't even have great variety in the NASCAR singles. No Danny Swervez's. Got some more NASCAR, a ton of NASCAR singles up there, actually. I don't see anything else. No singles, no haulers, no 5-packs. Lots of play sets, though. I will give them that. They can carry some play sets. Wow, it's tough up here. And now we are in Minnesota, and this is a much better looking Walmart. However, we definitely missed out on Chet Boxkarr here. No biggie, though. At least they have some singles. Looks like Case R. Jonathan Wrenchworth, yeah, GRC Jackson. Nothing of note, though, unfortunately. There's another Marty hauler up there. No Chet's hiding, probably. Yeah, definitely all gone. But at least we're getting a little bit better. Those Wisconsin ones were dreadful. Probably the best Walmart we've encountered so far on this trip. But yeah, we missed out on 2, 3 Chet Boxkarrs, very, very sadly. Maybe even 4 Chet Boxkarrs, because there's 5 Cars 1 Max. Got remnants of case either. I think, yeah, this would be P. Yeah, case P. And a bunch of NASCAR releases as per usual. Tons of them. So that kind of sucks, but whatever. We'll keep plugging away. We're at a Walmart in South Dakota now. Not very good. Got a bunch of hodgepodge, Monster Jam, NASCAR stuff here. The music is blaring, so I gotta talk over it. And the main section just has some random singles. I'm trying to look for like an end cap or something of note, and there really isn't anything here, so we're just gonna move on. I wish Walmarts would just have a big sign on the outside if they sell haulers or not, because so many of the ones we've encountered on this trip just don't even sell them. They do have kind of an interesting selection of singles. Some old ones, some like really old ones. Somehow they have a Komodo, a 2024 Komodo. Of course, it's on a super beat up card. And then some other peg warmers of years past, especially Mr. Gear Dog there. And yep, obviously your complete vomit of NASCAR singles. Wow, you think they have enough Hot Wheels? Some of these are ancient though, I think. Holy cow. The conquest continues here to our first Target in South Dakota. They have remnants of some of the recent cases. Notably, an Acer has been left behind. I'm surprised that out of kind of these bad remnants, he's actually still here, because everything else is pretty poor. McQueen would sign, lots of Gearsons. They do have, I will give them credit for, well, GRC McQueen color changes, which has proven to be a little rare. But we'll take an Acer. We're here in Wall, South Dakota, and they have a ton of Hot Wheels here. This is insane. I see a treasure hunt over there. Oh my goodness. What are the chances? Jesus. So a couple interesting things to note here at this Walmart. This is probably the best find I've had in years. I mean, what even is this? But it's McQueen and Meijer Good to Grow Snackers. Interesting. First time I've ever seen these new 5-packs. Crazy I had to come all the way out here for that. They've changed the price on these 2-packs. But other than that, don't really have anything of note. These are all Wally haulers. Here we are in Spearfish. Hell of a name for a town. I love it. And man, the selection here is crazy. They have half case G, which I never found at a Walmart before, despite it came out in like June of last year. So that's wild. The two best cars are there. So, oh, and Boost, of course, can't forget about him. This was a pretty good half case. And now Walmarts are also getting in Mini Racer 3-packs. So that's kind of a big development, although these are all old and are peg warming at Target anyways. And they also have, probably missed out on Chet, but I don't see Cardry Wong, so maybe I didn't miss out on Chet, which would make me feel a little bit better, because it's been a tough trip in terms of finding Chet Boxkarrs. And you got your typical NASCAR singles up there. Always stash them up top, because no one wants to buy them anyways. But yeah, this is a pretty good Walmart, I must say. Not a ton going on here, but another sighting of those new 5-packs. So that's interesting that both Walmarts here in Rapid City have those new 5-packs, but nowhere else I have seen ever. And then some remnants of a couple 2025 singles cases, which don't give us anything. And a little lonely Floyd Mulvihill chilling up there. There are only 5 Target stores in the entire state of South Dakota, and now we've been to 2 of them. However, this one not very good at all. Remnants of a lot of recent cases. We don't need him. Some older 2-packs though, like really old there for Barry and Harvey. And no new Mini Racer 3-packs, which is something that we need to keep an eye out for. New Glow Racers as well, but not here. It's really jarring to me seeing all these Mini Racer 3-packs at Walmart. Like, I'm just not used to that yet. Just wish they had gotten in the newer case. It would have made this so much better, because those are going to peg warm forever. Let's see how many old singles they have here. Oh my god, look at all those Gearson Marshalls, Haul and Gas, color changers, more Haul and Gas, and a Noah Go Check. That is old. Of course, you have your typical NASCAR singles up in the sky, and then a bunch of old Wally haulers. Wonderful, wonderful. Our conquest has taken us into Nebraska here, where we have found some Case R remnants here. So honestly, the newest singles of the entire trip for the most part, except for Target. But they are completely sold out on all haulers. You got your sky jumping NASCARs up there, nothing else. Dang, I can't believe they are sold out of haulers. That sucks. Probably when you see this video, it won't be true, but am I the first one to find Case S at a Walmart? And so this would be the first sighting of the half Case S. So let's try and figure out what the contents are. I think it's going to be hard because there are some Case R remnants, I believe, in here, but Acer, Lightning Ramon, GRC Raoul, obviously those all are Case S, and so is Meijer here, so that's a win. Couple good ones from Case S being included, but I'm afraid it's trending that Jonathan Gearson will not be included in the half version of Case S. I mean, they have been doing such a horrible job of including the new releases like My Name's Not Chuck or Kyandy, Chris Freedman, etc. in, like JW as well, in the half versions of the cases. Cryptobuster McQueen's a Case S release, and so why should we have any faith that they would include Jonathan? Now, this seems like a pretty fresh case, so I kind of doubt I would have missed out on him, but it is not, I guess, 100% confirmed. But let me know what you guys think are the contents of Case S. Either way, though, just a couple Marty haulers. And yep, of course, we have some sort of NASCAR merch up top. No singles, though, surprisingly. I really am a fan of that Color Changers tower up there, but here we're at another Walmart in Bufu, Iowa, and what do you know, a full half singles Case S to unbox for us. I actually just cut the tape so I didn't have to do that, and now we can confirm the contents of the 12-count case. Is Jonathan excluded? He sure is. And so it appears I found the full case at the last store. That's pretty unfortunate that Jonathan is excluded. You have 3 McQueens. Let's do the employees a favor here and peg some of these, since I did take this off of a pallet. They have so much going on. Tons of Hot Wheels out there. A couple guys yelling at each other, I think, about Hot Wheels. Like, legitimately, they were getting pretty vocal with it, so we're going to try and avoid that. Just mind our own P's and Q's here. GRC Raoul. Now speed cone, couple peg warmers for them. Here we have Dave alternators. We have Lightning McQueen, don't care about him. We have Meijer, which is, like I said, only in this case for the year, so I'll probably snag that one. Cryptobuster McQueen, not a bad inclusion, not a great inclusion. Here you have Lightning Ramon. So yeah, it's really unfortunate that they excluded Jonathan Gearson because he's the best in the case, the only new car in the case, the first new car of the year. But hey, I mean, I guess pretty standard for the course so far in 2025, but another case unboxing in the video. That's pretty exciting. We'll take that for sure. So we traveled thousands of miles out west to South Dakota, Nebraska, Iowa, Wisconsin, Minnesota, all in search for Chet. And he was right here in front of us at this Walmart that's been so bad over the last year and a half, and they got a nice crumpled 1 case of haulers. Every single one in this case got the absolute bashing to the head. Looks like Mac, yeah, he got a little bit too. But it's not just Chet. They got in 2024 singles case H. Yeah, it's been so long. I mean, this case was supposed to come out in like June. Glad to finally see it popping up at my local stores. Jason Roadkey, GRC Francesco. Yeah, not bad at all, actually. This is maybe a sign of changing the tides here at this Walmart. And they also have, obviously, the Mini Racer 3-packs now, which seems like every Walmart will have. It's pretty crazy. All right, and no Nat. Oh, never mind, I spoke too soon. Damn it. So this Walmart followed suit by getting in case H as well. I don't know why. I remember looking for this feverishly last year and not having any success, but they did not get any new haulers in, just a slew, a little squadillion there of Marty haulers. And actually, they really only have a couple singles from case H from what I could tell. This Walmart's kind of weird. They like to spread stuff out. Yeah, I knew. They like to hide things. They're kind of weird here. But yeah, I guess I really don't see too many other ones. They also like to throw them into the dump bins. This was the Walmart that threw like all of Case R into a Hot Wheels dump bin. Remember that, guys? All right, but Jason Roadkey's the best from the case anyways, so that's cool. I literally almost walked away because after we unboxed that full case S here at Meijer, I mean, it's just been super dry. They've had the same exact glow racers for, seems like 6-7 months, but I realized it kind of looked a little different, like the outside. And sure enough, they got in the newest case of glow racers. Haven't even found this case at Target yet. It's been very, very rare. I literally was about to walk out. Like, I cannot believe I stopped myself and snagged Ramon, Jackson. Now remember, McQueen, Chase, and Ryan are all card variants. So make sure you guys keep that in mind if that's something that matters to you. But yeah, I'm sure they probably only just got in one case, which means there will be 2 Jacksons if we're lucky. Yep, but only 1 Ramon because there's only 1 in the case, stupidly. But yeah, and they also got a full case of mini racers there. So yeah, I'm pretty stoked about that. So this store has weirdly gone back to case Q, but My Name Is Not Chuck seems to be absent. Do have Nikki B. I think Mario Andretti. Oh no, there he is up there. So yeah, we're just missing My Name Is Not Chuck. Very unfortunate. We'll have definitely scooped up another of him, but they do have the new Mini Racer 3-packs case. So I believe the tractor pack, yep, that GRC pack is new, and this pack up here is new, but I think other than that, all these other ones are, yeah, older ones. Interesting. Another new location for me, but probably won't ever come back here because it absolutely sucks. Look at all these Jet Robinson packs, holy cow. They do have the new Mini Racer 3-packs though, so I will give them that, but otherwise. This might just be me coping, but I really do feel like they either didn't put out the full case T or it's somewhere else hiding in the store, because they also just added this little end cap thing with some 2-packs, which they also put out a new fresh case of 2025. Case A 2-packs, although I think it's missing the Kabuto with Flames and Dragon McQueen pack. But yeah, I mean, the only signs of Case T are these 3. Well, I guess Otis 2, I think, maybe. But if we dig through here, it kind of looks almost like a Case R with the GRC Jacksons and the Chuck Armstrong there and the McQueen with sign. And also, obviously, some Case Q remains with Mario and Daryl. I like almost, I'm convinced they got in 2 cases, Case R and Case T, and pegged like half of each because it just feels weird. I don't think anyone who found this would have left. Oh shoot, look at that, that's awesome. All right, that blows my theory a little bit, but glad to add that one. Now I really just would need Jodon Jackson, but cannot find him, so very strange selection here at Target, but I'm pretty happy with those 3. But yeah, GRC Cruise and Jodon Jackson would also theoretically should be here, I guess. I mean, they have a ton of other GRC racers, just not Cruise. But hey, I will take that for sure. That didn't sound good, but this looks good. We have the half Case T now, which ironically doesn't really include the ones we missed yesterday. I was kind of off on it, by the way. Here is GRC Cruise. So those 2 GRC Jacksons were not from Case R. They are from Case T, which is disgusting, the fact that they loaded up 2 GRC Jacksons in cases R and T, but somehow I don't see any of GRC Jackson here. But I know Ernie is in the case as well. I think Chuck is, and Luigi and Guido I know are. McQueen with sign. So a lot of those Case R faces are reappearing in Case T, and that's why I kind of thought it was Case RT amalgam, but we really did miss Floa Trey, GRC Cruise, Jodon Jackson, and Meijer with sign yesterday, and the half case does not include Jodon, Meijer with sign, or Flo. I think we did find a full half case here, which is pretty exciting, I will say. Nothing else to speak on the matter, but glad to see Walmart and Target pulling their weight. Looks like this Walmart also got in Case T, but GRC Cruise is really the only good one left. Grem, Fishtail, and McQueen with shovel all appear to be taken. Yeah, I'm here on a Sunday, and they probably put them out yesterday or Friday, unfortunately, but can't be everywhere at once. But yeah, this Walmart's not looking half bad anymore. They also got in the 2025 World Grand Prix 5-pack. They do have a lot of stuff. I mean, there's a color changers and a NASCAR like end caps down there. Meijer with a nice little restock here, finally on the 2-packs, and then another Glow Racers Case N. However, now I'm just finding Jackson Ramon has already been pilfered. And yeah, someone definitely got here before me, because the Clovis Rider Fabulous Hudson Hornet pack and the McQueen Cactus Lightning McQueen, or the McQueen, the Cactus version, and Meijer are gone, which is really unfortunate. I would have liked to have gotten the Clovis Rider pack at least, but that's fine. And yeah, another Ramon would have been nice. I know Astro Smokey has been asking me for one, but no such luck. I've been coming to this store almost daily in hopes that they restock with Case T, and well, they've restocked, but with Case S. It's not like I'm complaining, but like, really? You already got in Case S like 3 weeks ago. You've gotten several Case Rs. It's time to move on from that. So it appears the one target that has gotten in Case T got in another Case T. You can see here by a new Fishtail, new Grem. They have flow with tray now. A couple GRC Cruises. The other one somewhere in here. We have Meijer with sign now. A billion Chuck Armstrongs and GRC Jacksons, but no Slim Hood. No Joe Don Jackson still. And this time, Lightning McQueen with shovels also not present. They got some new 2-packs here as well, but pretty upset that I just keep getting shafted at this same store. I don't know if they're trickling stuff out or what, but man, it's getting really frustrating. So it's confirmed. They've been trickling them out to me, which is the most annoying thing ever. I was here the other day. It looked exactly like this. You saw it. Got Grem Fishtail, flow with tray. Come back, they put out these two, and maybe a Luigi and Guido or something like that. Target employees, don't do this, but thanks for finally putting them out. I was so on stopping here, but I am so glad I did. They skipped right over Case T and went to Case U. Holy cow, guys. Let's see if it is a full case. You have Cho, you have a couple cam spinners, President Meijer, of course Masha. That is wild. I cannot believe that I was able to find this already. I don't even know what else is really in this case. GRC Max Schnell, that's a new one. Who else is in this case? Man, I was checking this store like on a bi-daily basis for Case T, and I was getting so upset because they had nothing here for like 2 weeks. I'm like, dude, just put Case T out. They never did. Oh, there we go. There's High Impact. This is insane, guys, and this is probably going to end this episode of The Hunt, and no better way to do so. We're gonna make a nice thumbnail pic of all these as well. We got Dexter, he's back in this case as well. There's, oh my god, did they put 2 cases out? This is nuts, guys. This is one of the best finds I've had in years. And I know I've probably said that before, but like, for real though, I can't believe they put out 2 cases. There's another President Meijer, Sheriff. Haven't seen too many. Sheriff. Cam Spinner's probably gonna start peg warming. That's the 4th one we've already seen. Here we have another High Impact. Another Dexter back there. This is awesome, guys. Another Cho is up here. Wow. This is awesome. Thank you for watching. I'm so glad we could end on such a note.